Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from October 29th, 2019, with another AEW Dark results here that took place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into it, shall we? So we get the opening match, which by the way, you have good old JR Jim Ross and Excalibur back on commentary. Well, basically, good old JR Jim Ross back on commentary, all with Excalibur. And meanwhile, Tony Schiavone added the control center for AEW, which pertains to covering AEW Dark and other things that were pertains to AEW events in the future. But yeah, so the opening match here was Sonny Kiss and the Natural Dustin Rose versus QT Marshall and Peter Avalon, the librarian, also being covered by Leva Bates, who's also the librarian. So that the heels came out first, obviously, and Peter Avalon was talking about Pittsburgh and all that. I don't remember exactly the promo of it, but I remember he's bad mouthing Pittsburgh. And once again, Leva Bates does the whole thing where she does shh to him, and basically she did that for everyone. And then we get to Sunny Kiss. Well, first Dustin. Well, actually, Sunny Kiss did make an entrance first, and then it was Dustin. But Sunny Kiss comes out, and she basically was having matching colors and designs of Dustin Rose's outfit. So, yeah, and that's another thing too. Sunny Kiss is basically is living the dream of teaming up with Dustin Rose, and basically Sunny Kiss talks about Dustin Rose when he was Goldust at the time, but not it's not a hero there, but yeah, but we're seeing Sunny Kiss, yeah, he doesn't, with him doing what he does, it doesn't really bother me anymore. And neither, not that it shouldn't bother me, you know. But as far as the match was, it was pretty good. It was an old school tag team where Peter Avalon's being, well, not Peter Avalon, Sunny Kiss was being taken down by the heels tag team of QT and Peter, while Dustin is waiting for the hot tag, and that's basically what we got on this match. And also with the Allison in front of Leva Bates, with a chance to her with the book and all that, and at one point saying causing a distraction for saying Kiss and everything. But in the end, it was Dustin Rose picking up the win for the team, along with Sunny Kiss, with the final cut onto Peter Avalon. So yeah, Sunny Kiss and Dustin Rose were pretty good as a team. Next, we get to a four-way match for the women's. You have Allie versus Penelope Ford versus Sadie Gibbs versus Emi. Emmy. I meant to say Emmy Sakura, and match itself was pretty solid. There was some points in the match where some moves were delayed and all that because they were trying to go with the flow and all that. But yeah, this match was very entertaining and it was a solid match, and I had no problems with it. In the end, it was Emi Sakura and getting the win over on excuse me, on Penelope Ford with the double on the hook backbreaker. Well, basically with the tiger driver to say the least. That's how she won. She tried to win with the double on the hook backbreaker, but Penelope Ford kicked out, and then Shira wasted no time and went for her finish move, the tiger driver for the win. So yeah, for all four women in the match, I thought they did pretty good in the match. So no complaints here. We get another from undesirable to undeniable with Cody Rhodes, this time interviewing with his best friend MJF. And in this edition, MJF talks about how he was in how he's Jewish, and he was in a football team. In I think he said in high school, whatever. And they basically he's been bullied, because of his race and everything. and he overcame that. And the person that bullied him basically went for nothing in life. Meanwhile, MJF ends up being something in life where he is better than everyone, and they know it. And that was the end of that whole interview and all that. It was a good interview too, by the way. They did, because considering that these two are best friends and everything, not just in the ring but outside the ring. And I thought it was a good, another good interview conducted by Cody Rhodes with the whole from undesirable to undeniable. Um, then we get to the main event. A three-way false count anywhere match between Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc versus Jack Evans, and I'm good. They used chairs. They went fighting outside this false count anywhere. They basically using the false count anywhere rules, basically using it as a full advantage of it by going outside the ring and then going on stage and then off stage. They were fighting all over the place. I mean, they didn't fight into the crowd, which I thought at one point they was going to do that, but they didn't do it. But either way, it was still ended up being a pretty good match overall. Chairs involved, a lot of cool innovative moves in the match as well. A table was used at one point, or with Jimmy Havoc power driving Jack Evans, basically with a table that was not set up by standing position, but on top of the second on the middle rope. Power driver off the top rope to the table and all that. WL comes out of nowhere. As Jimmy Havoc's trying to go for the cover for the win. He got the steel chair on, to go, from behind him. Goes for the coffin drop onto Jimmy Havoc to pick up the pin, and he goes to pin on Jack Evans and gets the win. So your winner of this false count anywhere, Darby Allin. And Darby Allin's are stock keeps rising up. Again, more wins and getting more popular from these crowds where it pertains to AEW. And that was the show, folks. Obviously, Total My Wrestling was three matches. My overall showing for the show for AEW Dark from October 29th, 2019, I'm gonna go with a 6.5 out of 10. In fact, I'll go with a 7. A 7 out of 10 is a good rating for it. But with that being said, thank you all for watching for It's Natural Born Thriller. Saying peace on the streets. For this was your All Elite Wrestling review. The show from October 29th, 2019, where it pertains to AEW Dark results that I just gave you all here. So that being said, until next time, where it pertains to All Elite Wrestling review, you all take care.